What's going on, guys? This is the one-man army, Mr. Easy for Life, and welcome to this week's epic boss review. This week we have the Prestilence. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Forgive me if I'm not, but I'm just gonna call it the Prestilence as of right now. And yeah, so here we go with the Prestilence review. So he consists of a wind and fire element. This is the two elements. We're finally on the two element bosses once again, guys, and we have the fire and wind, or wind and fire, forgive me. And yeah, so before I go any further with this review, actually, I want to go ahead and give a huge shout out to these two special easy members of the week. Thank you so much, guys, for putting a nice comment below in last week's epic boss review, telling me your information, your thoughts and opinions, your leaked information on what you thought this week's epic boss was gonna be. You guys nailed it on the wind element. It was a good guess on the earth element. I really believed you guys when you guys said it was earth and wind. You guys, like I said, you nailed it on the wind element. A good guess for the earth element, but this week I guess they decided to give us a fire element instead. I hope to see you guys again soon. And yeah, so there we go. So anyways, let's get back on this review. So this is his stats at level 1, 159 to 134. As usual, you need 50 more or 50 collectibles to craft the Prestilence mantle. This is what it looks like, the Prestilence mantle. And to me, this is a pretty cool armor right here. This kind of looks like, to me, kind of looks like the Razorwind elemental and the armor of Pyrus put together. Then this is what you get. Because as you can see at the top, look at this area right here that resembles his wind element. That kind of looks like the top of the Razorwind elemental, and his golden armor kind of reminds me of the armor of the Pyrus armor. So there we go, guys, the Prestilence mantle, and this is his stats when you max out the armor. So the attack is at 1564 and his defense is at 1430, so you can definitely tell right off the back that this is a very offensive type of armor, just like last week's River Golem armor. It was a very offensive type of armor. This week we're getting another offensive type of armor, and I'm gonna take a huge guess on this one that next week might be a very defensive type of armor. This week we got two offensives in the row. Maybe the next week they might give us a defensive one where the defense is higher than the attack. But yeah, so if anyways, so he is from April 23 to April 30th. As I record this right now, I have about 6 days, 22 hours, 18 minutes, and 40 seconds. And of course, if you need help, you can always go ahead and get the Prestilence's Nemesis armor for extra 3 times damage. You're gonna go ahead and find that in the Dark Prince's chest for 20 gems if you get lucky. And yeah, so if we go to the victory rewards, this is your ribbons for this week. The same usual rewards. For 1 victory, you get 7 collectibles, 5,000 gold, 5 epic energies. 3 victories, you're gonna go ahead and get 4 silver star armors and 3 silver keys. 6 victories, you have 12 collectibles, 5 epic energies, and 4 silver armors. Once again, 10 victories, you get 7,500 gold and 3 1-star rare armors. And of course, for the 15th victory on the first tier of the bronze, you're gonna get 15 more collectibles and the regular craftable armor. As usual, if you want to be an achiever, which I highly recommend, because always the plus armors are always good on these epic boss armors. Every single week now, these new generation of armors, the plus armors is definitely gonna be very powerful, and you won't regret it. So in order to get the plus version, you're gonna go ahead and get your victories all the way up to 43. For the first gold ribbon tier, you're gonna grab 30,000 gold and 5 enchantment keys. So there we go, guys. There we go. This is his stats at 159 and 134 at level 1. I haven't even fought him yet. That's pretty much what his stats are as of right now. So if we go over here to our elemental advantages chart, like I said, he is pretty much a wind and fire. So if we can look over here, so with our first element, earth beats air. So there we go, guys. If you have an earth-based armor, or you're gonna get your earth-based knight, I guess pretty much use him as much as possible, because you're gonna get a 50% extra damage attack on him for having his one weakness. For his second weakness, of course, with fire, as usual, just like last week, water beats fire. Or not last week, but 2 weeks ago, water beats fire, right? So like I said, he is a wind and fire. So pretty much what you need is an earth and water type of armor. An earth and water type of armor. That's what you're gonna be using to in order to fight this boss, to have the full 100% freaking damage against him. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my knight, show you guys what this boss is all about. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got. So these are 2 good examples. I scored pretty lucky this week, real lucky that my Mr. Hammer Time wearing the Arborsteel Vanguard epic armor, 13, 14, 15, 70 on the stats, is actually the correct amount of the exact order of what the strength against this boss is for his elements. He is exactly a earth and water. This is a huge, great example for epic armors of what you should be using to fight this boss. If you don't have that, and if you actually got the Clayplate mantle from 2 guild wars ago, go ahead and use your Clayplate mantle. This is another good example of what kind of armor that is good against this boss. So he's a water and earth. It may not be in the exact row, but you're still gonna have the 100% damage advantage over this boss. So yeah, so I guess what I could do, and oh yeah, of course, and you can always use a star metal armor like I see as I have right here, the red kaleidoscopic. The star metal, like I said, is good against any type of freaking element in this game. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the weaknesses are. So I'm going to go ahead and actually put the Arbor Steel Vanguard on my commanding knight just so the stats get boosted up a little bit. See the stats, the defense went up from 15 to 1600 just because it's on my commanding knight. And yes, let's go ahead and show you what we got here, show you what this boss is all about. Oh, of course, it always helps to hire a friend. So if you have a friend that is actually like the Florida Gentox from my guild, level 224 with a knot hair armor, is actually a huge example. That's another good example of what armor you could be using. But yeah, guys, if you have any friends, like over here, oh, look at that, he's got a Blade Fighter's got an Arbor Steel Vanguard. So yeah, so if you guys have any friends, it always helps. Definitely always helps when fighting these epic bosses. Go ahead and use them if you're trying to get the plus version. Like I said, friends, knights, and abilities is the best way to fight these epic bosses every single week in order to get your plus version. But let's go ahead and fight him because I can definitely take him out on one hit. This is what he looks like right now. Pretty cool. He's a Horseman archer. He's pretty cool, very vicious, and he's gonna kill me, arch me for 2, and I got him out with 1890 freaking damage. And here we go with his collectibles. So you get the Plague Rat. So that's the collectibles for this week, is the Plague Rat, used to craft legendary air and fire element armor. So there we go, I got my first victory. My first ribbon tier. This is what his nemesis armor looks like once again, and this is what we got. Oh, that's participating in last week's. And this week, of course, the first ribbon. This is what you get for the first ribbon. Like I said, 5 epic energies, 5,000 gold, and 7 collectibles. There we go, guys. There we go. I have 12 epic energies left to use on this boss. I'm gonna go ahead and try and beat this guy as much as possible, so I can go ahead, get the craftable armor, save up the epic armors, and make a fusion episode for you guys. That'll be pretty fun. But yeah, guys, here's his stats for level 2: 168, 144, 822 health. And there we go, guys. So that's pretty much this week's epic boss review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any comments below, or pretty much just leave a comment below if you have any leaked information. Once again, we're gonna do this again because I just love the feedback that you guys give me. The support and the feedback is so wonderful. Oh yeah, let me show you guys this real quick on the news. They have this on the news, as you can see right here. As you can see right here, this is pretty cool. They're doing the exact same thing as they did with the creepy crawlers. This is the Horsemen boss collection. So this time, instead of 3, we actually have 4. This is a very this is actually a very good what's it called, reward, legendary rewards thing. Because if you can see right here, if you pretty much have if you have the regular boss armor, okay, if you have all 4 of these armors, regular, not plus version, but just the regular armors, you're gonna go ahead and get 3 keys to the next ultimate 3 times legendary chest. So that's pretty cool. So if you can go ahead and use that, the death chest is what it says. So yeah, just get these regular armors. These regular armors aren't gonna be that hard to fight. And if you look at the heads on these armors, this kind of gives you a hunch of what kind of armor we're gonna be getting next week and the weeks after that. You can kind of tell by the color scheme they have on them. You can tell what kind of elements they are. So that is freaking beast. And of course, if you're an overachiever, which I highly suggest you do this, if you got the friends, the levels, the knights, the abilities to get the plus versions, go ahead and pick up your plus versions, because you're gonna go ahead and grab 6 death keys and the Northern Years battle gear, my most favorite epic of all, the Northern Years battle gear, as your secondary reward if you get the plus version. So there we go, guys. There we go. Go ahead and save up your Horseman boss collections. Get those keys. Hope for an epic armor, or if you're an overachiever, like I always freaking recommend you doing, get that Northerners battle gear. I'm gonna be so jealous if you guys get the Northerners battle gear and I don't get it, because like I said, the Northerners battle gear is my favorite epic armor. Yeah, guys. So this is your deadline also from May 13th to May 20th. I do believe the reward redemption period is 13th to the 20th as of this year. And yeah, so that's what we got going on, the Horseman boss collection. Like I said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's epic boss review. And yeah, guys, I hope you're all having a very easy day. I love every single one of you easy supporters out there. And this has been the One Man Army, Mr. Easy for Life. I'll see you guys next week for the next epic boss review. And I'm out. Peace.